On July 1st, if we do not act, the interest rate on subsidized student loans will double from 3.4% to 6.8%, impacting more than 7 million students, including more than 36,000 in my home state of Rhode Island. I've introduced legislation, the Student Loan Affordability Act, to stop the doubling of student loan interest rates as of July 1st this year. My colleagues have already joined, many of them, Senators Begich, Sherrod Brown, Durbin, Senator Franken, the presiding officer, Tim Johnson, Senator Klobuchar, Leahy, Murray, Sanders, Schumer, Stabenow, Whitehouse, and Wyden. As co-sponsors of this legislation, I thank them, and I urge all of my colleagues to join us in supporting this legislation. If we do not act, the average borrower will have to pay approximately $2,800 more in interest on their loans. Students who take out the maximum $23,000 in subsidized student loans could owe approximately $5,000 more over the 10-year repayment period. Students and families simply cannot absorb these costs in this tough economy in the face of rising tuition and dwindling state support for higher education. And this particular measure will hit middle-income families the hardest because they are the ones who rely most significantly on these subsidized student loans. The subsidized student loan program is a need-based financial aid program. To get the low rate and the in-school interest subsidy, students must demonstrate economic need. Nearly 60% of the dependent students who qualify for subsidized loans come from families with incomes of less than $60,000, and that is literally the middle class and the working poor of this country. This is an issue of fairness, and at a time, ironically, of historically low interest rates. For example, the Federal Reserve has set the target interest rate for federal funds between 0 and 0.25%. The Fed is lending money to banks at 0.25%. We, at the same time, are asking middle-income families to pay twice as much, 6.8%, a huge discrepancy in the loans they pay for education. And we also recognize, all of us, that the key to our future is an educated America. It just seems, again, given the interest rate environments where banks can get money overnight at 0.25, and we're telling students they have to start paying 6.8, not 3.4, it doesn't make sense.